Welcome to our daily reading for Tuesday, January 24th, 2017. Remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the musical playlist below, see if there's more depth to this reading for you, or just enjoy the tunes. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this reading. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in a moment for the reading. Welcome to our daily reading for Tuesday, January 24th, 2017. We're going to start today's reading similar to yesterday with the Lenormand Oracle, but this is the gilded version, not the Bluebird version. So let's begin and see what kind of energy is coming through for the day. Let's see what God Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Let's get clarity and focus on the energies coming through for our day. And wisdom for us all to ride these energies best. Let's start with one card, clarity and a nice foundation, and focus for our day. Wow, number one is the rider. So this could be a trip, travel, going somewhere, somebody coming towards you. You know, like I'm getting like a companion or company. So it could be you that's going somewhere, going on a trip. You're maybe having some company along the way, and it's about the whole journey. Or it could be about the destination. It could also be news coming towards you. It could be like a message, like a messenger coming towards you with a letter. Usually there's a letter. I like how it's like a carousel horse that has just taken off Rainbow Bright style to a different destination. Like you got off of that merry-go-round and you're going someplace else. Like going places is what I hear. So maybe you're going to multiple destinations, or news comes through and that gets you to move. It gets you off of the carousel and onto a different horse. One that moves with you. She is a sexy little rider. So maybe there's a sexy energy coming through, or this person is sexy to you, or it's just kind of like sexy, passionate news that gets you to go somewhere. There's a, like, I would say like a man purse or a messenger bag. So it makes me think of having just what you need with you and going. So perhaps you have to wait for the news to come through first. You know, I see a letter, so review the details, take care of the small print on something if you're booking a vacation or you're going somewhere. I just saw an airport. So I want to say if you're going somewhere in the future, perhaps review your tickets and make sure that your arrival place and your, like, where you depart and where you arrive are the same place. I hope that makes sense. So that you don't leave your car in one place and you're arriving at a different airport. I'm getting that for some reason, so maybe double check your ticket or make sure that's taken care of first. or perhaps you need to get a ride to go somewhere. So you're dropped off somewhere and you don't have to worry about the parking or the car, or, you know, I'm getting like the extra baggage. Like perhaps you're taking a cab somewhere, going somewhere on a train, a bus. I see headphones. So perhaps somewhere that you don't have to drive, that, you know, the journey's taken care of and you just get some alone time, get some you time, get some rest time. I'm getting transition time. So maybe there's something coming through when you get there, when you arrive, like on arrival is what I'm hearing. Number 1 is also a little bit like the Fool. It's a leap of faith, or going somewhere, a journey, doing something new, going somewhere new. I'm getting a tour guide. So maybe you are familiar with this destination and you're going to show somebody around. Like I see somebody like, this is where I went to school, and this is the library, and this is Main Street, and this is blah, 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 blah. Or perhaps your property, you know, your room. Like this is the room, this is the bathroom, this is the refrigerator, if you need to make yourself comfortable. Or perhaps that's you in that new destination and someone's showing you around. I also see the 9 of Hearts here. So it makes me think of the 9 of Cups. So having something that you want happen, come true, like something that you desire is working out for you. So perhaps it starts with moving, you know, getting out of that place that you're just going around and around and around and around and not getting anywhere anymore, and hopping off of that merry-go-round, that amusement park ride. I just heard Emotional Roller Coaster by Vivian Green. I'll put that below. So hopping off of that horse and getting on a different horse and going somewhere new, doing something different, having a different conversation, starting a new relationship. Let's see. Let's get clarity. I feel like it's news too. So there's news coming through either along the journey or after you get there, or that gets to you first and it gets you to move. So don't worry so much about the, I'm getting that you have like a basic itinerary, but don't get stuck on that, on where you're going. There might be new plans when you get there. You know, there might be, I'm hearing a mix and mingling of opinions and what to do and something like that. So maybe wait till you get there and new plans will come through. So do what you need to do with the details now. Take care of what you need to do, pack what you need, and leave like the big luggage behind, you know. What just fell? The Queen of Rods just fell when I knocked that off. So let's move along to her. This could be you. This could be somebody you know. I didn't expect that to come through, so I'll be quick with this and pull another card. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries-like energy. Feminine, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a male or a female. I feel like maybe this is just some wisdom coming through. It's just to have confidence, to allow things to be, to let that magnetic attraction happen. She doesn't really need to push. She's sort of badass and sexy and has it going on, and she usually knows it. So she doesn't really have to do much to work it. It just sort of, I want to say, it exudes out of her or him. You know, it's just a calm, passionate confidence that breaks through. It's that like, yeah, like you don't have to try so much here. So don't push something so hard. Allow it to come. You know, allow that purr to start. Yeah, there's like a kitten or a cat just sort of sleeping. And then there's this lion, like badass throne that she's on. I also want to say there's like a ruby energy on her throat chakra or her heart. It's sort of here. So perhaps speak if you need to speak, but when you know, you should just allow things to be and let things unfold. Perhaps be silent for a moment before you speak. Let your heart speak. You know, let your heart speak, or let you know when to speak, if that makes sense. I'm getting holding back a little bit and then speaking. So I also see the sunflower, so it makes me think of the sun and opportunity and reaching for an opportunity that is naturally there for you. Like when the sun comes out, that's when you grab it. It's not when the rain is coming, it's holding off and doing something different. I'm getting like painting or like something creative when the rain is coming through to work that energy around and circulate inside of you and be productive when you can't get outside, maybe. By the way, it's like snowball raining here. It's like little snowballs. It's really weird weather here. So let's move along. I didn't expect that to fly off, just like the rider flying off the couch. So let's pull another card from the Hanson Roberts Tarot and get clarity for Tuesday. Clarity on the rider, 9 of Hearts. I see the rainbow. Like, it makes me think of like, you know, like perhaps you're looking forward to the, you know, that like pot of gold that's at the end of the rainbow, but I feel like you have to pay attention to the whole spectrum along the way. And I'm kind of getting it like an illusion. Like I see you getting to an illusion and you going to grab something and it just like goes away. And then you go to the next place and it goes away. So maybe if something keeps disappearing on you on the direction that you're going and it keeps like, almost like I'm getting like burnt out. Like, you know, like if something happens like that to you where you feel like it's just disappearing, perhaps that door is closing or that's not the right way because there's something solid, stable, and like golden for reals for you a different way. So maybe just start to go a different way and see if it starts to feel more solid. Like that rainbow isn't an illusion, you know, like it's actually creating a golden path the entire journey for you. You know, every step is creating a golden like footprint for you. Oh, that was weird. I see like almost like a rainbow and the yellow brick road going on top, except it's made of footprints. Almost like puzzle pieces. Wow, I get some weird images sometimes. I hope that makes sense. So I almost see like different colors too. All right, let's continue. Let's get another card. Clarity on the rider and the Queen of Rods. I hear passion and fire. So maybe you have to move that passion, fire inside of you to move somewhere. So if you don't know where to put that energy, perhaps maybe make it creative or expressive, or maybe like a physical movement. Maybe go out and run or do something like dance, or I'm getting even cleaning, or just something physical, you know, to just sort of work that energy around. Let's get another card. Oh my, the moon. So number 18, major arcana, mystery, romance, secrets, learning to see in the dark. You know, sometimes the moon is just something that you feel an urge to do and you can't understand why until you start, until those puzzle pieces start to light up along your way. When the moon comes through, it's coming through so you learn to use your instincts on something. You know, you learn to tap into that compass inside of you, that inner direction, you know, inside of you on where to go and what's good for you and what's danger for you, what feels right for you and what's lighting your way and what's, you know, burning out on you. So it's also like secrets. So it's what you don't see, it's what's under the surface of the ocean, you know? It's what's under the sheets, what you don't talk about, underneath it all. I just thought of Underneath It All by Shakira. I'll put that below. It's what's in mystery, wrapped in the enigma, wrapped in a conundrum. You know, it's hard to figure out. It takes like tapping down deep inside of you to understand what you feel, what you're discovering, what is coming through, what is coming to the surface. It starts with something coming to the surface inside of you, because this is usually some kind of self-discovery. It could be discovering something, you know, discovering a secret, discovering a different perception upon something. It's also like your higher self, your intuition, your insight, your spiritual gifts that come through here. So sometimes that self-discovery starts with not understanding what's happening at all until, you know, it starts to become something that becomes regular for you or makes sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else but you here. I also feel like it's an urge. It's like the tide. You know, it's like the ocean. It's huge. You feel it inside of you. It's working with the moon. It's working with the ebb and the flow and the rise and the fall. All the emotions that come throughout your day, throughout a relationship, throughout our life, throughout the month, throughout the week. You know, it's always changing. But when you look at the larger cycles, there's usually, I'm getting synchronicities. So perhaps look at the synchronicities that happen in the cycles of your life. Or this could be a different cycle coming through to bring some more brightness into your world in an area that was very dark before, that didn't make sense to you before, you know, and it's shining a light on something so you understand it more. You know, it only starts little by little. You know, sometimes we get a bigger light and we get more surface area at once with the full moon, a better reflection on something, and then it tapers away, and it's up to us to figure out what's going on and see in the dark. You know, was that something that you heard in the rustling in the woods over there, or was it just the wind? You know? All right, let's move along. Number 18 is also a completion card. It's number 9, so that brings you a big completion on something. It also makes me think of the new moon, which is coming up. So technically, that is not it could be a tweener card, because if you're completing something now, you're working towards that new moon, which is like a new promise. It's a new cycle. It's a new start. It's a new opportunity that's coming through. So maybe this is coming through now, you know, to, you know, give you a little bit of confidence and give you a little boost somewhere so you complete something and understand something, bring something to light. You know, it could be something inside of you, and to get you to move, you know, to follow that urge, that tide inside of you that makes you go someplace. You know, maybe someplace familiar, maybe someplace different. But it's up to you to find this gateway through. You know, your balance between your masculine and your feminine. What you allow, you know, and what you pursue. So I'm getting saying no. So if there's something you need to do, if you need to say no to something, say no. You know, if there's something you feel like it's right for you to say yes and to go towards, head towards it and see how it feels along the way. Let something open up slowly with the moon. You know, let something come to light slowly. I always feel like there's some kind of inner discovery with the moon. So see what comes to light inside of you, what you're discovering about yourself. You know, it could be your perception on a relationship, a situation in your life, something that happened in your past, or where you're going, but it's a self-discovery on something. So you're shining your own light somewhere, using your own instincts somewhere, and tapping into your own intuition, your own insights somewhere. So when you don't know what to do, you know, have confidence in the things that come through, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, the feelings inside of you, the visions, you know, what you hear, what you know, whatever that is, however it comes through in you, for you, pay attention to that. That's your way through. It's not outside of you here, it's inside of you. No matter how deep you have to go, you know, to pull something up to the surface. Let it come up. It's there so you have a reflective surface to look at. So you can let it go, heal that surface, change that surface, see that surface a different way, see that reflection a different way. You know, have that reflection come back to you so you just pursue something a different way. Go a different way, let something go. I'm getting, or I just heard go back to something that you know. So maybe something that you know to be true. Maybe it takes some, just, maybe it doesn't make any sense at all. You just know it's true. So I would go with that knowing today. All right, let's go to another card. Let's go to the Guardian Angel Tarot. Clarity for Tuesday. Clarity on the Moon. Oh, that one came fast. I think that's our card. Wow, they're jumping fast today. And wow, that's the Empress. And I just got chills with this. So this could be, I hear birthing something. So it could be pregnancy. It could be something with children, or it could be something that you birth, male or female. It's something that's a creative force that's coming through you. You know, it took friction and merging of different energies that ended up sparking something beautiful, that works, that is creative, that is, I'm getting alive. So I just heard pickles. That was so random. So the 3 is a creative energy. So maybe it's like if you're, think of yourself, I guess, a little bit like if you were a pregnant woman, you know, or just pregnant with an idea, with something coming through. So this could be you. This could be somebody else you know. It could be somebody you know. It's a motherly energy. It doesn't have to be somebody pregnant. It could be somebody extremely creative with their surroundings. Like they just know how to make everything beautiful, how to make everything work, how to work with those tides that come through, the seasons that come through, so everything has a chance to grow. You know, when you have urges, you have to go with that urge because maybe there's something inside it. I'm getting the pickle again. So if you have that urge for something, there's probably something inside of you that is desiring that urge for a reason, you know, whether it's a vitamin that you need in a certain kind of food that you want, or it's a certain color of paint that you need. And that was that urge. You don't know why you use that weird color all of a sudden, but you put it in your painting and all of a sudden it works and it made something different. You went with the urge. It also makes me think of doing something like, I don't know, anything art. Sometimes with art, like when you make jewelry, or here, let me show you something I made. This is something that I made. I did this with wax first. So I carved this in wax and had it made into a mold. And then I ended up recarving it again in the silver and then cast in. This is what came out. Actually, when I started to carve this, I had no idea what it would become. I just started carving. That's what happened. So sometimes you don't know what something will become until you start. Sometimes you start something and you have a good idea, or you have a real good plan what it's going to be. And you start and like a big fuck up happens. Or like, you know, you melt a hole in your metal. Or I'm seeing like sewing, like, you know, you're sewing your pattern pieces together, or you put like when you do pants, there's something with sewing pants and I always mess up, and you put like the one pant leg inside the other one again, and patterns are so weird. I usually just do sewing by holding up the pattern myself and making it myself and pinning it on myself and going eyeballing it kind of thing. So, you know, maybe you're eyeballing something, maybe you're going with the flow, or maybe you had a pattern and you have to change the pattern a little bit. You have to adjust something. When something grows, when something changes, you know, and then you have to let something go too. When you have something that you start and it's that seed, it's that baby, it's that young energy, that young project, that thing, you know, you might have an idea of what the personality or what it's going to be like, and it becomes something totally different when it reaches puberty and, you know, adolescence and whatever, you know, teenage years and beyond and adulthood. Who knows what it might become, what this project, what this idea that you're sparking today might become. Or which stage of this creation you're at right now. For some of you, you're in those teenage years, dealing with some rebellion going on. And it's sometimes just letting something go, giving it enough structure and discipline so there is love there, a little tough love, but an allowance for there to be messing up on their own, on its own, you know, something to mess up that you're growing or getting into or doing. If it's a new job or a side job or a home business or something with your children or your family or a new relationship, whatever it is, there's going to be mess ups. There's going to be things that don't work. And it's all about learning about it, you know, talking it through, having a creative solution for that mess up so that you learn, so that the next time it isn't so bad. You know, it's easier the next time because you learned. You know, the next season, you have it down. You know, you have it going on. You learned a lot from that last season. So whatever season you're at, whatever part of this progression, whatever part of birthing something, whether you're at the start of that idea, relationship, whatever, whether you're working in the, I'm getting like the terrible twos or something when there's like, you know, questions like, what's that? What's that? What's that? I'm getting like questions all of a sudden. Maybe that's somebody you know asks a lot of questions, or that's you asking a lot of questions about something and you can't learn it all at once. You know, it takes step by step, you know, one situation at a time, one mess up at a time, one loving experience, one blessing at a time. This card is a big blessing coming through. It means there's a lot of energy. You know, a lot of something new that needs to come through inside of you. I just feel like it's blessed. It's blessed. There's all these little cherub angels, like, totally taking care of her. They're bringing her, like, lotion and a fan and a mirror and a book and doing her hair. That's cool. It reminds me of, I did my sister's hair the other day, and I did, like, awesome crazy braids going back, and something, she has all the hair that I wish I had, but I am very grateful that I have her to work on. So maybe you do something with hair, or you're a stylist, or fashion, or I'm getting the book, or maybe it's a purse, like a clutch. When I think of a book, I think of knowledge, opening something up, gaining some knowledge, you know, getting some knowledge on something first, learning about something first. But I feel like you're shutting the book on something, and maybe that's a purse, you know, sort of like, instead of the man purse here, maybe all you need is, you know, your clutch, you know, what you can hold, what's in your hand, what comes through you, your personality, getting your speech, maybe what you have to say, what you stand up for, how you create, how you, I'm getting like, how you get creative solutions for something. So maybe you have solutions, or like, I'm getting like how-tos, or best ways to do this, or top 10 reasons for this, or the easiest way to do this, something like that. Maybe you just do something with how-tos, or like projects, or like do it yourself. I'm getting something like that. If you're really good at anything that is your niche, your thing, and you could like make a tutorial for somebody, maybe that gave me chills. It gave me chills, just so you know, a tutorial on something. Maybe that's a really nice energy to come through for you and could be very helpful for somebody else who, maybe something you take for granted. It's so simple for you. You never thought about, you know, reaching out there and maybe doing a video or having a student or something, or talking about it, but maybe there's somebody really interested. You know, they want to get creative, but they don't really know where to, you know, how to get started on something. And maybe it's just simple things that you can, like, I'm getting like helpful tips for this, whatever this is. I'm not sure. I see sewing. So sewing and like hair, like I'm getting like actually hair extensions. Maybe you do something with extensions, or something with updos, where people like me that have kind of fine hair want to do something fancy up here, and you need to add a little fake hair to just get it done and make it look, you know, fancy for like, maybe like something for bridal or proms, or like, I'm getting like glam shots, like the funny mall, like 1980s, 90s glam shots. That was weird. All right, let's read this card. I'm seeing weird pictures of like people with their cats and stuff. All right, so Dear one, you're being called to action. You're ready to, oh my, as Vincenzo is, oh, he's going through a season right now. He sometimes goes to the bottom of his cage and he rolls up his piddle pad and then he humps it for a little bit. He's having some action right now. Right, let's move along. That's why you don't see him on my shoulder sometimes as of late. He's sometimes good for a moment and then he gets a little excited, so we put him in his cage. Dear one, you're being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It's a time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects or becoming a parent. So maybe some of you are learning that you're pregnant. Congratulations if that's something that you've been waiting for or weren't sure if it was going to happen. Maybe that's coming through soon. Maybe it starts with the nurturing in you. I feel like it starts with the natural lovey time and not the pushy lovey time. So maybe if you're feeling stressed about that, maybe just let something happen naturally and see how that rolls. Let's continue. Follow your passion so that abundance, like I'm getting the pickle, wait till you want to grab the pickle and then grab the pickle. Oh my God, I can't believe that came through. Wait till that natural moment happens, whatever it is, whichever side of the pickle you are on. That's giving me chills too, guys. Oh, sometimes these readings are funny. Follow your passion so that the abundance and prosperity manifests for you. So it works with you. So it's there for you in the right time, at the right place, at the right moment, with the right energy. So one more card for the day. Now that I'm giggling at the end of the reading, this is the Winged Enchantment Oracle cards. It's all birds, since I have Vincenzo going to town over there and I'm talking about pickles. Let's get one more card for Tuesday. Oh, all right, one more card. Sum up this very, very fun reading. I had fun with this reading. This was cute, guys. All right, let's get another card for the day. The Lark. This is nice. It's number 19, so it makes me think of the sun. It makes me think of opportunity. It makes me think of singing, using your voice, speaking, having a chance to shine, to be heard, something bursting through that you hear that sounds like your call. It sounds like it's meant for you, like you have to follow that call or speak about something, or once you do something, you're going to want to sing about something. Like, I see, like, like skipping, skipping along, and I see, like, I want to say, like, rain puddles, and you're, like, splashing in the puddles, having a good time. Lark. Let's see, number 19. It's a tweener card because it's also a 10. It's the ninth. Oh, 9. So it brings you to a 10. So it's a tweener card. It's like a transition. It's like ending something and starting something new. So there's a little bit of a tweener adjustment time here. But I feel like I'm getting that you want to sing about something. So I am Lark, the enduring song of the soul. I am the voice. I am voice. I am the wandering bard. I am everything that resonates through sound. Sound. There's so much, I want to say potential in sound, in vibration. I just glanced at my little saying I have on my painting here, and I'm gonna repeat it. I have no idea where it's from, but I wrote or painted, "He who masters vibration has grasped the scepter of life." Let's continue. I will teach you to use your words and how to make the magic. I will give you a purpose for everything you utter. I will give you a clear intent for every expression you release. Everything you say, oh my Vinny, permeates the cosmos. I am the chant that awakens. I am the mantra that focuses thought. I am the love ballad and the victory song. Wow. I am here to free your voice and show you how to direct it towards your destiny. You have kept quiet too long. It's time to awaken your senses. That's the moon. That's the moon coming through. So those are the senses inside of you that you feel. Only you feel and know and sense those urges of what you have to do and what's coming through and what's coming to light to you. You know, so it's gaining confidence in those urges and those insights that you have, that you're on the right path and they're awakening you as you go. I am here to free your voice and show you how to direct it towards your destiny. You have kept quiet too long. It's time to awaken your senses. Speak with clarity and intent. Express with depth and purpose. Pay close attention as your words reverberate around you. You are in tune with the cosmos. You are manifestation. You are harmony. You are LARK. This was a beautiful reading, and I'm ending it with chills. So thank you for joining me. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon.